Hey guys, welcome back to the Outdoor Navigator. I don't know if you're like me, but I love me some free stuff. Well, today I'm going to be talking about something that's free and it's useful when it comes to planning your next outdoor adventure. So come along with me and let's check this thing out. Hey guys, welcome back to the Outdoor Navigator. If you like everything outdoors, then you've come to the right place. So I want to encourage you to subscribe to my channel. If you like this video and videos like it, my other ones, go ahead and hit that like button and hit that notification bell so that you can get updates for my next outdoor adventure or my informational video. So today we're over here at the Lake Reba Trail. Okay, I actually found out it's called the Camp Catalpa Trail System, but we're here today to review the GAIA GPS. So kick back and relax and let's check this out. All right, let's check out the GAIA GPS. So I've already downloaded on my phone. I'll be using an Android device, so I downloaded this off the Google Play Store. You can also download this off the Apple Store if you have an Apple device. We'll go ahead and tap that. Alright, so we get it pulled up and this is our main map screen. Alright, and what we're going to do is I'm going to take you through button by button. Alright, so if we look at the top, starting at the left, you'll see the magnifying glass. Alright, when you touch that, it's just basically a search bar. Alright, so you can enter a specific lat-long coordinate if you want to find a place. Or if you just have a area point of interest or whatever that you want to find, maybe a specific trail, you can put that in a search bar and hit search and you'll be able to pull that information up. So we'll go back. Alright, the next button there looks like 4 little arrows going here and there. That's the full screen mode. Alright, so if I touch it, I'll go to full screen, okay, with my map. And if you look in the top left corner, I can minimize it back down to where I've got my buttons available to me again. Alright, so moving to the next one. Looks like a little bullseye, a little crosshair. Okay, this button here is for you to help you locate and follow yourself. So when I hit that button, it will center on my current location. Alright, so the next button, you see the little circle with the plus. Alright, that is the create button. So when I hit that, I can create some different things. I can record a track. So let's say I'm at a trail and I just want to record, and at the end of the day I want to see, how far I went and what kind of elevation I had. I would hit that. Alright, add waypoint. I can do that at any time. I can add a waypoint to my current location. Alright, create an area. That's basically where you just go to the map and I'll go ahead and hit it here. So I'll go ahead and touch the map. I'll touch it at another spot. Then I'll touch it at another spot. So I've basically created an area here. So I can save that, and if you've got the premium edition, you can actually print a map within that area. So that's pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel that out. Alright. And we'll go back to the create button. Alright, so create route. Okay, that would be something you would do when you were doing some pre-planning. So maybe I know a trail system that I want to hike, and maybe it's got multiple cutbacks. I can go to create a route, and we'll do that in here in a minute. And you can basically create your route, and you can just get an abundance of information. Alright, download map. That's going to be something that's available with the premium edition. We're just going to review the free edition today. Alright, go back to create. You can take a picture. One thing that I thought was pretty cool is while you're out hiking, let's say you come up on something and it's like a beautiful view or a campsite, or a place in the trail where you could go left, right, or straight, And maybe you want to take a picture just to remind yourself when you come back of what it looked like. You can set a waypoint and then take a picture and save it. So pretty cool. And then the last one there, import files. So you can import files to this and utilize them. All right. So the next button here, you see that little stack there. It looks like little layers. All right, those are just the different map layers that you can use with this app. The one that you can use with the free edition is the GAIA Topo, okay, there with the little check mark by it. So with that one there, you know, you do get a topographical map. It's not as detailed as some of the ones you can get with the premium edition. Some other things that you can layer on there are areas, okay, that we mark like I showed you earlier. You can have your saved hikes highlighted on there. Tracks, routes, waypoints, waypoint labels, and public tracks. So if you look at this map, if I zoom it out a little bit, okay, you can see where, you know, I've got some trails that I went on. This trail in particular was one at the Berea Pinnacles Trails that I hiked a couple weeks ago. And that was the first time I utilized this app. So if you want to see that, you can get up in the card and you can check out the views. You can come hike with me, and you can also get some practical information on this GAIA app. All right. So that pretty much is the bottom. Now if you look down, or at the top, I'm sorry. If you look down here at the bottom, okay, on the bottom left you got map. So that just brings you to the map, okay. If you're on another, if you're logged into something else, if you're over here looking at trips, if you hit that map again, it'll take you back to the main map. All right, Discover. Now this is a really cool feature. Discover will give you suggestions for local hikes. All right, so some of these hikes are ones close to me. They'll tell you how far away they are from you. Then you can click on them. It'll highlight them, okay, tell you what kind of trail it is. Looks like that's easy. I don't know about that. Or, well, difficulty says easy. So this section in particular might be easy. Part of this trail is not easy, I can tell you that for sure. But look, we've got some pictures that we can look at from that trail. All right, there's a real cool overlook. This one is a one-way. And then, you know, some other hikes. So just an abundance of information that we can use, okay, to check that out. And we can even see you've got a share button. You could share that with somebody else if you're discussing a hike. All right, so that was Discover. Saved. All right, so these are trails that I've hiked before, okay, and I actually saved them. And if you look at the top, now that's actually a waypoint that I set, okay, and I saved a picture at that waypoint. So I can click on it, and hey, there's what it looks like. I mean, I think that's really cool, and that's with the free edition. So, looking at some other things that this will tell you, I told you about the hike that I took to the Pinnacles, okay? So, there it is on the map. I actually did this hike. Like I said, it's in that video if you want to check it out. And I recorded the hike that day, okay? I didn't pre-plan it. I just got up there, hit record, and this is what I got. So the statistics at that day, I went 3.1 miles, took me 2 hours and 6 minutes. All right, this gives me a little bit more detailed information about what kind of speed I was moving at. And then if you look at the bottom, I think that's pretty cool. You can see a speed profile, okay, by time. And at the bottom, you can actually see the elevation profile. So that day when I started, you know, started down there pretty low, and it looks like I walked up a, you know, not a real steep hill, but at one point in time it got real steep, went down, went back up a little bit, and then it looks like it was a real steep descent back to the parking lot. And that is very true. I especially remember some of those hills. All right, show on a map, you can hit that and it'll just take you to the main map, okay, and show it to you. All right, guide me, I told you all about that. Resume recording. If we went back up there, we could resume again. Export, okay. we can actually save it, and you can actually share it. So if you want to, share that with somebody and have somebody else look at it, you can do that. Driving directions, okay, if I hit that button, it will take me from my current location to where the trail is. And download map, that's another one of those things that you have to have the premium edition. But if you did, you would be able to download that, and that's pretty cool. Alright, so that's saved, and then last button's just your settings, okay? And they're pretty much just self-explanatory. I mean, help. You can get some user manuals for this application that you can check out. Okay. The account itself, that's just all your information and, syncing it up. They have a cloud, so they do save it for you. Appearance. You can set how dark the map is. Set your units and measure. Alright, performance. Alright, pretty much, power saving mode, map downloads. Alright, all self-explanatory. So, but guys, I can tell you for sure this is a really useful map. And what I like to use it for is doing a little pre-planning. Okay guys, so I'm going to show you how you can actually use this to pre-plan a route. Okay, this is a local little trail, okay, that I'm going to go to here after a while, and I'll show you exactly how this works. Alright, so we're just going to pre-plan a route, okay. So, I know that I'm going to be parking over here in the parking lot. See that little P? I'll go ahead and touch my finger to the screen right there, and that's going to be our start point. See the little blue dot? That basically is just representing where we're starting. Okay, now you can see the little dotted line, okay, it outlines the existing trail over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to place it on the trail. And you could see when that red line first popped out, it gave a straight line distance, okay, and then what it did was it snapped it to the trail, okay. If you look down in that bottom left, you'll see mode, and you'll see that little hiker guy. That's what it's going to do when you're in hiking mode. Okay, some of the other modes you got is cycling, driving, straight line. Okay, we're going to leave it in hiking mode so that we will snap that into the trail. All right. Now, sometimes we make mistakes. I'm going to try to do this big loop, but let's say that I come over here and I touch the map, it drew the straight line, and as you can see, it took that little short route across through there. That's not what I want. I want to take this full loop. So what I can do is I can take my finger and place it on that blue dot, and I can drag it over to the trail I want, okay, and it'll correct it for me. All right, now I'm going to go ahead, touch farther up on the trail. All right, go up here a little bit farther, and I'm going to end going right back where I started. Okay, so now that we got that done, if you look down in the bottom right, you can see it's basically 0.8 of a mile. We also see a little elevation profile. Looks like, we don't have a lot of incline with the way we're going, but we got a little bit. All right, we can go ahead and save this route. All right, we're going to call this the Lake Reba Trail. That's not its official name, but we can name it whatever we want to. Lake Reba Trail. Okay, so we got it saved. And if we go back to the main map, we zoom out. All right, it's going to show right there. It's another one of our saved trails. Okay, and if you can see some of these other ones. There's orange down here at the bottom, and then with those binoculars, there's a little yellow one. So I can hit Save Trails, Lake Reba Trail. I'll pull it up, and there it is. All right, guys. Well, that pretty much covers the buttons. We're going to get out of this house, and we're going to navigate outside. So here in a second, we'll be over the trail, and we'll check it out a little bit more. So we'll see you in a little bit. Guys, I love the outdoors. I love taking hikes. I like going fishing. I like doing all those things. But I also like to plan my trips. And I also like to look back and review the trips that I did take. what usually happens is, I've got a bad memory, and I always forget when I take those hikes. I always forget where those cool campsites are. You know, I always forget where those cool overlooks were. And when I'm on vacation, I'm always looking for some place to go take a hike. Well, with this GAIA GPS, I can get all those answers. So, previous to this part of the video, you saw me pre-planning this hike. So now we're going to check it out and see what everything looks like. So here we go. All right, guys, so here we are on the trail getting ready to get started. So as you saw prior to this part of the video, I went ahead and pre-planned my route. So now let's check it out and see what we got. We'll go to the GAIA GPS, okay, and when we pull it up here, it's actually marking our position on the trail. So it's a little bit off, but let's go ahead and start moving down this trail and watch as this tracks us. So as you can see, I'm on the trail now and it's following me. So this is pretty cool because this will allow you, when you go hiking, to make sure you don't shoot off on the wrong trail, because I can tell you right now, we've got some different, like right now there's a little shoot off to the trail, but if I go back to my GAIA GPS, okay, it's going to keep me tracking the right way. So as we move down through here, we're going to check out some different parts of this application. All right, so if I go to this discover button, the little plus up there, all right, I've got some options here where I can record the track. So let's go ahead and start recording this, and then we can come back and we can look at our data at the end of the hike. All right, so I'm going to turn this off for a second, and then here in a second, when I get to a real good view, I'll show you what you can do. All right, guys, so I've walked up on a pretty cool spot in the trail, and I want to take a picture. Okay, so here's what it looks like. All right, so I'm gonna go back to the GPS. I'm gonna hit that plus button again, and if you see, I've got an option to take a picture. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. All right, I took my picture. I'm okay with it. All right, and I can go ahead and save this picture. I'm gonna put I'm gonna call it just cool spot. Cool spot. All right, and we'll save it. All right, so that's going to be saved. So when I go to my saved, all right, there it is right there. Cool spot. All right, and it marks it as a waypoint, and if I want to show it on the map, I just hit that and it'll bring it right back to me. Okay, and I can always go to that and look at it, and there's that cool spot. Now, you know, think about it. You might be able to give it another label. You might call it campsite. You know, maybe you're out on the trail and you see the perfectly flat spot where, you know, the next time you're in that area, that would be where you want to pitch a tent. Well, you can save a picture, mark a waypoint, and you'll know exactly where it's at. So let's go on around this a little bit more. All right, guys, so I've moved a little bit farther down the trail. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a waypoint, okay, and I'm going to walk a little bit farther around the trail, and then I'm going to use the GAIA GPS to navigate me back to this point. So I'll go up to the plus, all right, I'll add a waypoint at my current location, okay, and I'm just going to call it Find Me Again, because that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to find this place again. So Find Me Again, we'll save it. Hit save. All right, so now I'm gonna walk around a little bit farther and we'll see if we can bring ourselves right back to this point again. Well, I was walking around this trail and I found me a real cool spot. I think I'll take me another picture. So just another review of that. Hit the plus button, take picture. All right, so there we go. We'll take our picture. So there we go, it marked it. All right, there it is. All right, it shows it on the map, and there's the picture of the lake. And you can always go back and add a title to it or add some notes. We didn't do that, but we can always go back and do that later. So, all right, let's go back to the map screen. Let's walk around a little bit more, and then we'll try to navigate to that one waypoint. All right, guys, so we're gonna try to navigate back to that point. All right, so we're gonna go to saved down there on the bottom. All right, if you remember, we titled that Find Me Again. So we're going to tap on that. All right, that shows where the waypoint was created and where it's at on the map. All right, now it says Guide Me. Let's go ahead and hit that. Would you like turn by turn or straight line guidance? Well, let's just do straight line. All right, so it's showing a straight line. All right, so we see basically takes that straight line over there. All right, so you can see the little directional pointer. It is pointing in the direction I'm facing. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn here and get to a straight line. All right, and I'm gonna start walking back to that waypoint. Okay, and I can zoom in here just to make sure I'm headed in the right direction. So this could be really useful when you get out in the backcountry. When you first start your trip, mark your location, and if for some reason you get turned around, you can always use it to bring you back. So we're basically here. So guys, looks like it works pretty good. So that was the GAIA GPS. You know, we went over in the beginning what all the buttons do. Okay, we pre-planned a trip. All right, we've come over here and walked it, but also showed you some of the functionality, okay, with this application. And remember, this is free. Okay, this is the free app. Now, if you want to invest in the premium package, okay, you're going to get a lot cooler maps, okay, with a lot more description, a lot more detail, a lot of different overlays. I was watching a video. You can even overlay the current weather, okay, on your maps. So just the amount of pre-planning that you can do with this is just, I mean, incredible. I mean, just an abundance of information. So, but guys, I mean, with the free version, it's cool. So what we've shown you out here is we can record a route, okay? We can set waypoints. We can use it to navigate back to those waypoints. And we can take pictures, okay? We can take pictures to, you know, help us remember, you know, maybe where we want to put a campsite. Maybe we just want to take a scenic picture, you know, to review, to remember a view that we had. You know, maybe you want to take that picture with the family, you know, and just, hey, look back on it and say, remember when we was at this spot right here? You know, we were all together. Cool. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like videos like this, you've come to the right place, because I'm going to do quite a few review videos, especially when I come across things that are, you know, that I would consider useful to a person that wants to navigate outdoors like me. So thanks for coming to my channel. You know, I want to encourage you to subscribe. We're going to have a lot more good videos in the future, informational, and we're going to have some adventures. The weather, I think, is getting ready to start warming up. So I'm going to start fishing. We'll have fishing videos, camping videos, you know, and we'll keep doing these review videos. Now guys, this was meant to be an instructional video on the GAIA GPS, but I want to go ahead and give a shout out to the little park that we came to today. All right, so this is where we were at today. All right, the Camp Catawba Park. It's in Richmond, Kentucky. Thanks for stopping by, guys, and navigate yourself outdoors. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.